There is nothing which gives us greater pride than to fly this flag. But on May 24th, 1991, we were hiding it for 36 hours.
In the early morning hours of Friday, May 24th, they began gathering outside the Israeli embassy in war-torn Addis Ababa. The Jews of Ethiopia, on the verge of an historic journey. Within 36 hours, all of them would be in Israel. Following a plan developed by the Jewish agency, the first buses headed out for the airport, within earshot of rebel gunfire. It was still unclear if the plan would work. And then, as if in fulfillment of a biblical prophecy, an ElAl 747, its markings covered to disguise its identity, floated down from the skies. Operation Solomon, the emergency airlift of Ethiopian Jewry, was underway. There was an exacting schedule to keep, to win the race against time and advancing rebel forces, to get the Jews out before it was too late. ElAl, Israel's national carrier, was more than ready to run the risks, more than proud to take part in this historic operation. The passengers, some 14,500 Ethiopian Jews, members of an ancient, isolated community whose origins remain shrouded in mystery. They were on their way to Israel to rejoin the parents and grandparents, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters they hadn't seen in at least 6 years, when an earlier secret airlift came to a premature halt, stranding them in Ethiopia. Small and thin, with many children, they boarded specially converted jetliners in record numbers. More than 1,000 Ethiopian Jews took off in this ElAl Jumbo. Throughout the flights, ElAl crew members were struck by the Ethiopians' quiet reserve, their gentleness as they filled every available inch of cabin space. And then, the moment everyone had waited for. On the eve of the Jewish Sabbath, the first passengers arrived at Ben Gurion Airport. The young, the old, the healthy, and the infirm, and religious leaders bearing ancient traditions. The human stream seemed endless. As night fell, the airlift continued. In Addis Ababa, Israeli soldiers gently shepherded the travelers across the tarmac, corralling them with rope to make sure nobody got lost on the way. ElAl jetliners continued to shuttle the route between Israel and Ethiopia. All in all, more than 40 flights were flown during the 36-hour operation. As the planes touched down at Ben Gurion Airport, there were moments of special excitement among the newest Israelis. But the biggest surprise of all, 7 babies were born aboard the planes, the first Sabras among the newcomers. Even seasoned onlookers found it difficult to contain their emotions. The people of ElAl were no exception.
Unbelievable. It's such an experience, you can never tell it. I have no words.
As dawn broke, Air Force planes arrived with the remaining immigrants, along with Jewish agency staffers who had organized the airlift. Operation Solomon was a success.
I
thought that we will feel like heroes, but we just feel tired.
But the greatest moments still lay ahead. The scenes were repeated over and over again as Ethiopian families were rejoined. After years of waiting and longing, they were home at last.